What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is Blockchain Daily, where I give you guys the hottest and newest potential gems in the crypto space, from altcoins to meme coins, you name it. We're checking it out on the channel. Now, AI, artificial intelligence, is a huge trend. It is a huge narrative. We see that with Chat GPT. We see that with all the recent developments in AI. It just keeps growing. We see it all the time from day-to-day use. You know, a lot of jobs eventually are gonna be replaced with artificial intelligence, guys. This sector in the crypto space is a huge sector, but it's one of the sectors that isn't just gonna come and go. It's gonna be here for years to come, right? It's going to be around for a very long time. So in this video, we're gonna dive into some of the projects, you know, around 10 to 20 of the projects I think will be the best performing AI projects going into the next bull cycle, guys. And I'm telling you, things are gonna get wild, because guess what? There's gonna be a huge growth in AI projects. Recently, around last year, around the end of the year, we saw that explosion, and we saw a lot of AI projects do 10x's, right? Some did it up to 50x's, 100x's already, right? More DeFi driven AI projects. But we're looking at the ones with great utility. They have you know, great utility. There are altcoins that, you know, have a lot more, you know, less risk involved, but still could give you great returns in the future, right? We could see AI with agriculture, education, eCommerce, right? Entertainment, robotics, automotive, social media, data security, finance, gaming, astronomy, healthcare, transport. And the AI revolution is, you know, it hasn't even begun yet. It just hasn't. You could check on Twitter and X, all these other social media platforms where we see AI created images, AI Telegram devices, AI robots already taking place, AI vehicles, right? AI being integrated into the Oracle, the VR AR headsets, right? It is a consistent growth. We may even see AI movies, AI music that is already being created, right? So I'm just getting into it and explaining, like, this is one of the sectors, in my opinion, you know, this is one of the sectors, in my opinion, in the crypto space that will go to like trillions of dollars in market cap, similar to the metaverse and GameFi projects, Web3 gaming, because we know people love video games, right? You can see with CSGO and you know, Fortnite, League of Legends. You can see that constantly with Fortnite, video games, Web3 gaming, you know, Valorant, for example. And I see the same thing happening here with AI. But I think AI will be the biggest narrative, not just even a narrative, the biggest category or sector in crypto. The stock market, for example, TradFi market, they had a huge influx in penny stocks that were focused on AI that had a huge explosion, and so it correlated with the crypto market as well, right? And this is a consistent thing that I think will stand the test of time as our society develops, as more technology grows, right? As the technology advances, that's a better word. As the technology advances, AI projects in the space will continue to, you know, absolutely take over, right? Let's take a look, like AI movies already, you know, this is past movies that have focused on this, and you know, this is the future we're heading into, right? If you're a conspiracy theorist like me, you already know about the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. This is the future that we're heading into with your own home robot, for example, right? and all of the devices in your home, with Society 5.0 being AI driven, right? Society 5.0, for example, every device in the home, well, majority of the devices will be connected to the internet, right? And long term, again, like I stated, I think this sector in the crypto space will be the biggest sector. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. So now getting exposure to these AI projects is in your best interest. That is in your best interest, guys. Trust and believe that is in your best interest. See, IoT, you know, I cover IoT projects. I may do a top IoT projects in the next video, but AI and big data is going to be the next, well, is the next huge thing in the space, in my opinion, and it's going to absolutely turn heads and shock the world as we keep advancing, guys. You know, this is how human beings evolve, if you think about it, with technology. Not our actual bodies, but with this technology, right? So we first thing you do, you go to CMC and you go to categories, right? That's the first thing you do. You go to CMC, then you go to categories, and then you sort by name. And then there is the category AI and big data, right? So if you have a ton of money to invest, like you're talking $10,000 and up, and this is a percentage of your portfolio, obviously you should never go all in. You should diversify and have different percentages of your portfolio allocated, right? If you're going to invest with much bigger amounts, I always say, you know, you go with bigger market cap projects, right? That is the safer side, right? That could potentially give you 10x's to 100x's, you know, but it's a safer investment. It is a more patient investment, but that's how investing should be. You should have patience, right? The next bull cycle should be in 2025. So now is when you get exposure to these projects. The first one is GRT at $1 billion in market cap, and since it's at $1 billion in market cap, right, to go back to all-time high for GRT, that is 10x to 20x from here. And in the top of the bull market, which potentially will be bigger than the previous bull cycle, you know, because of the institutions that are coming into the space with the BlackRock ETF of the spot Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock, and all these ETFs that potentially will be approved, quantitative easing, the more institutional investors, the more awareness that has spread for crypto. A lot more people are waking up to crypto. This potentially could be the next, this next bull market could be the biggest after the worst market conditions that we got last year, right? So the graph, for it to go back to all-time highs, a 10 to 20x, right? Tokenomics on point, 9 billion circulating out of 10.7 billion. This could do a 10 to 50x in the bull run, right? Because we see projects go to billions of market cap. This could go to 30 to 50 billion in market cap, a 10 to 50x for the graph. Another one, I see a lot of people talking about this on Twitter, is INJ, right? It's already up 8x from the bottom, but right now it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. It's up 8x from the bottom in January, right? A lot of AI projects broke out from the bottom in around November to January. It's already up 8x from the bottom at $663 million in market cap. And again, another 10x to 30x for INJ could be in the midst. These are higher cap projects. Render, another huge project a lot of people are bullish on. Render is only up around 2 to 3x at $600 million in market cap. A 10 to 50x for Render could be a great play, guys, because Render has huge partnerships. I don't think you could fade on that, right? Oasis Network, also very good. Singularity Net, you know, very bullish project. Singularity Net is at $248 million in market cap, right? So the 100x here, right, the 100x for Singularity Net, 250 million in market cap, $25 billion in market cap. I'm telling you guys, in bull runs, things get crazy. Things get very crazy. We saw it with the last cycle, and this next cycle will be even crazier, right? Another one that I'm super aware of is Fetch AI. This is at $159 million in market cap. That 10x to 100x from here, I wouldn't rule it out at all, guys. And obviously, if you're new to crypto, when you go to CMC and you select the project, you could obviously take a look at the website, see what the project is trying to establish, see what they're trying to create, right? Infrastructure for smart autonomous services with Fetch AI. They have a wallet that you could save your coins on, which is great, right? AI, Web3 developments, different tools, right? See what the project is trying to develop. Take a look at their Twitter, the activity of their Twitter, join their groups, join their Telegram or Discord, see how the community is, see the activity on social media, right? See how many people are talking about the project, right? Like for example with Fed, you type in hashtag Fed and see for yourself what people are saying about the project, right? Look here, crypto reviewing, right? Metaverse gaming altcoins that are set to dominate the next bull run. Well, Fed is an AI slash metaverse project, so right there, Fed, right? Fetch AI, look at this, showcasing their peer-to-peer vehicle charging solution this September. These are the things you look out for. These are the things you research, and then you just take your time. Don't rush into investing. Don't make mistakes like I do where you rush in and then you just, you know, move your funds back and forth from different projects, and then you lose, right? Because, you know, of the volatility. What you do, you dollar cost average. Obviously, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Never invest more than you're willing to lose in any project. But what you do, you diversify your portfolio. You put a certain if you have like $1,000 to invest, you put a few hundred, couple hundred, not even a couple hundred into multiple different projects, right? So you put $200 into one project, 200 into a next, right? 100 into one project, 100 there, or $50 here, $50 there. IQ. This is also a project that has done really well in the previous cycle, and you can see it's coiling up just under $100 million in market cap. This one, a lot of people are bullish on IQ. This is pretty nice to see that right now, you know, 100,000 IQ. 100,000 IQ is just under $547, right? For it to get to $1, which could potentially get you 6 figures, it just has to get to $15.3 billion in market cap. And these are projects that will be long term. IQ / Everpedia, I think, is tied to Wikipedia, right? I think this is created through Wikipedia, right? Everpedia. Let me see, Wikipedia. Right, so right here, the difference between Everpedia and Wikipedia. So this is, think of this IQ as the decentralized Wikipedia, guys. Again, only $547 for 100,000 of these. That could potentially go far in the next bull cycle. Another great AI project right there. And this is where you start to look into more of the lower cap projects like SDAO. SDAO is great. VRA, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys know about SDAO and VRA. Let's see. Self-Key. Self-Key is also a great project. Also, keep an eye out for the tokenomics, right? You see, for example, Self-Key's tokenomics. The tokenomics are great. These are great tokenomics because the circulating supply is 88% of the total supply. So basically, the bottom for this project is in, right? You can see it's only up 20% from its bottom. This is the type of projects you want to take a look at when the full supply is almost out or close to being out. So 88% of the supply circulating. This is a great one right here. I saw I see a lot of people that are bullish on Selfkey. Viet, another one right here, 20 mil market cap. This is where the 50x to 100x could happen very fast, guys, at $20 million in market cap, right? Parsec PRQ, great project as well. This is listed on tier ones like Coinbase. I recently, remember last year, just this got a Coinbase listing, which gives it more access to people to buy it, sitting at a $16.5 million in market cap. Remember, you always judge off the market caps, guys, to calculate your X's, right? Because, for example, Parsec or Viet, which we just took a look at, let's round it off to 20 million market cap. You do 100x from here, that's $2 billion in market cap, right? We saw meme coins in the previous cycle go to billions of market cap, no issue at all. No issue at all. They went to billions of market cap, right? So these are when you start to potentially get more of the 100x's. Now, obviously, a lot of people don't have a ton to invest. So if you have like again $1,000, right, you split that up $200 four ways, right? Five ways. My apologies. You know, the math wasn't mathing just now. You split that $1,000 up 5 ways, or you know, split it up 3 ways, right? You have $1,000 to invest, you split it up 3 ways, $300 into 300 or so dollars into 3 projects, 350, 325, how much ever that works out to, and then you just diamond hand for the next bull cycle, right? Pre-search, also a great one. Imaging AI, VidT. Look at the tokenomics. You can see right here, 77% is out, 79% of the supply is out. That's the ones you look at, right? You could also take a look at the exchanges that they're listed on going into the bull cycle, like for example Artblock, which got a exchange listing to Coinbase last year. If they're on tier 1 exchanges, that makes it even easier for, you know, that makes it even easier for retail investors to get into the space, to get into the project, right? It makes, because a lot of retail doesn't know about DeFi, they don't know about Uniswap, PancakeSwap, they don't know about, you know, MetaMask and Trust Wallet and being able to swap through on-chain, right? They don't know about on-chain swapping. So, you know, look into the projects that's already on tier 1s, right? And the tier 1s I'm talking about are Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, right? If they're listed on those, KuCoin, right? A lot of 100x potential projects will be will happen on these tier 1 exchanges. And then you get into the more riskier side. As you come further down, you get into the more riskier side, right? Let me go through some of these and see which ones you know, as far as like on the riskier side, could have a good future. Project like AI, right? The tokenomics not that great though. Look at the trade. Oh, ISP 1.5 million. See 100x from here for $1.5 million in market cap. ISP is very bullish, right? Let's round it off to $1.6 million in market cap. You give that 100x, that's $160 million in market cap. That is not crazy difficult for projects in crypto. Projects in crypto go to 100 to 300 mil, you know, with haste. Like it happens in like months. It's super fast for them to do so, right? You know, CTI, this is a science / AI project. Science meaning like it deals with health, right? And 65% of the supply is out. That's another good one. Dot Moves, $2.6 million in market cap. 73% of the supply is out, right? That's a great one as well. AIMX, 55% of the supply is out. But if it has like, you know, 10%, 20% of the supply out, not too fond of that, right? Not too fond of that. Like for example, okay, Ori chain, people are bullish on that, but it's only 10% of the tokenomics that are out and circulating, right? Chain GPT, a lot of people like Chain GPT, but it's only 11% of the supply out, right? So yeah, these are the things you look for. You look for the partners of the project. You know, Imaging AI, I know a lot of people are bullish on this. This is focused clearly on image generation, right? Let me see the exchange listings that it has, right? So no tier 1 exchange listings is yet also, right? again, going into the bull cycle, if you could get a project that's not listed on tier ones yet, you know, those are more risky, right? The ones that aren't listed on tier one exchanges as yet, they're more risky. It can have a lot more upside. Okay, whenever there is a breakout for AI, once again, you could see imaging AI start to explode. Whenever there is the AI bull run, because there will be an AI and big data bull run. I am 100% sure of that, right? We've already saw a glimpse of it last year, going into, you know, around the end of last year, going to the start of this year, right? And even here you go, do your research, read through the CMC replies, right? People say imaging AI, VRA, FET, AGIX, INJ, Chain GPT, Render, you know, GRT. Those are the ones you look at, right? The ones that obviously, none of this is financial advice, but even a project like Hacking, right? This is a cybersecurity and AI project. If you go through CMC, you will see a lot of projects have their audit on their contract done by Hacking. You see right here, Vector Space AI. This is another great one, Vector Space, VXV. This is one of those projects that you know, let me see the alt chart. Eventually, right, it's down so much from the bottom, a 10x to 50 to 100x for this at 16 million market cap. Guys, I'm telling you, like $1.6 billion in market cap, 1.7 billion for the 100x. I wouldn't rule it out at all. But the same way you DCA in on the lows, you DCA out on the way up, right? You know, back here in 2020 when VXV was breaking out from 2020 going into 2021, you start selling on the way up. You start taking percentages on the way up, right? 10%, 20% of your profit all the way on, because you're never going to actually time the top, just like how you're never going to time the bottom, right? People weren't able, you know, a lot of people wasn't able to time the bottom on Bitcoin at $16,000, right? But luckily for you, VXV is still at its bottom pretty much, right? This is okay, see right here. So basically, if you buy the bottom on VXV, that is a nice entry because it's at the bottom of the chart, so it's all upside, nothing but upside, right? And the same way you DCA into the project once a week, you DCA out when it's making these profits, right? You DCA out, you layer in and you layer out, guys. So yeah, you know, let me see any more. The ones I mentioned are like Fort is a great one as well too. But yeah, the ones I mentioned are the ones I think have the most potential, that a lot of people are, you know, really talking about, really spreading awareness on. Now, you know, the lower the market cap, the more risk, but the more upside as well, right? So it's really up to you. I think the lowest market cap AI project I think has some attention going for it is ISP. This is the lowest one, and then you could also take a look at, you know, each project, you know, for yourself. Check the Twitter. Oh, NewNet, for example. NewNet is great, right? A lot of people are bullish on NTX, right? So there's a ton of projects here that, you know, potentially when there's a next AI bull run, because in the future a lot of these projects going into the 2025 bull run will create, you know, insane gains for you, right? Because AI is not going anywhere. It's just going to keep advancing. There's a lot of categories in the space, in my opinion, that's going to fade away, right? A lot of projects that are going to fade away, but AI projects I think are just going to keep growing, right? Because that technology is real world technology that people are already using on a day-to-day basis, right? So we're gonna end the video off right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.